Golder Associates is a company guided by our core values, with a key value being a commitment to caring and improving the communities in which we live and work. We realized we have the power and ability to make a significant difference in the world, and we decided to act rather than stand by and watch. With this in mind, and as part of our commitment to sustainable development, Golder Associates employees formed the Golder Trust for Orphans in 2003 with the vision to improve the quality of life of children who have been orphaned or displaced by the AIDS pandemic. The Trust, which is funded mainly by contributions from Golder employees and Golder's operating companies, provides financial support to organizations caring for and counseling families and dependents of people living with HIV/AIDS. We are making a difference in the fight against the HIV/AIDS pandemic, which has had devastating effects around the world and especially in Africa. Since the beginning of the pandemic, nearly 30 million people have died from AIDS-related causes. 1 in 4 AIDS deaths is caused by tuberculosis, a preventable and curable disease. An estimated 3.4 million children are currently living with HIV/AIDS, and approximately 16 million children have been orphaned by AIDS. More than 14 million of these children are living in sub-Saharan Africa, which is more than the entire population of Ireland, Singapore, and New Zealand combined. The Trust is currently helping to support 11 projects in 5 countries in Africa, with a vision to expand this number as our financial resources grow. Our collective efforts thus far have contributed to improving the lives of over 1,500 children, and with your assistance, we aspire to help many more and continue to make a difference. The Trust provides one-time grant support to organizations looking for immediate assistance, but directs most of its funding towards sustainable development projects that help these organizations fund their own activities in a sustainable way. Here's a story about one of the projects we're supporting.
Lily of the Valley actually started in Pinetown in 1990. They started originally a small clinic and then a hospice for adults. But very soon they were left with these young children. Children that were infected with HIV and had nobody to actually care for them. And that was the birthing process of what actually became Lily of the Valley Children. In a home where they were loved and cared for by a mother or father, where they were given the good nutrition and they were given the love that they so desperately needed. At that time, there wasn't anything that we could do for the children. And most of the children didn't live longer between 4 to 7 years old. So our mortality rate at that point is rather shocking. It was like 97%. Today, we're at 0.06%. And that's the difference, Lily of the Valley. 20 children here at the moment. Out of that, 98% of them are HIV positive. Most of the children here are what we call double orphaned. So we don't know their mother, we don't know their father, and we don't know where any of their family is. So we are their family. And that's what we're all about. And you'll see how everything in our project goes towards that purpose. So everything that we grow, we sell commercially. Our goal is, in total, our vision is to keep building greenhouses like this and to eventually ensure that nothing less than 50% of our income is coming through. This gives us a future. This gives us sustainability. And again, thank you to Golder, because we're looking at an income that will be able to sustain the clinic and the schools going forward. We've got a young girl who very sadly will probably die of AIDS quite soon. And she's in stage 4 of AIDS at the moment. She has chronic tuberculosis. If that had been caught earlier, she would not be dying now. So with that, the Golder Trust for Orphans is helping us to put in our own X-ray facility. And not only is this the only X-ray facility between Prince Mshweni Hospital in Durban and Northdale Hospital in Pietermaritzburg that the community will have free access to, but it'll be the first digital X-ray of its kind in South Africa, which means it'll take a couple of seconds for us to see that X-ray. Isn't that amazing? So we could bring a couple of 100 children through from a school that are suspected of tuberculosis. We could be taking those X-rays, we have an answer in a couple of minutes and get them all on medication. And that is giving life to children, that is stopping HIV and AIDS. And we're very excited. It's a great partnership, and I just want to say, again, thank you to the Golder Trust for Orphans for doing that.
One of the key objectives of the Trust is to give Golder employees the opportunity to provide hands-on assistance to personally make a difference in the lives of children. One of our past volunteers shares his thoughts about that experience.
Hello, my name is George Deardorff from the Atlanta office of Golder Associates. I had the opportunity last year to go to South Africa to visit Lily of the Valley, the Golder Trust. Thanks to my good friend Tim Griffin, he provided this opportunity. I have to say that initially I was more interested in taking photographs of the wild animals, but the experience certainly had a profound effect on me. Seeing all the children at the facility was very gratifying to me. And the thing that I remember most is I met this young boy by the name of James. James came up to me during one of the days and said, "Hi, George." And I said, "Well, how do you know my name?" He said, "Well, I heard you talking to the other children." I said, "Well, James, that is really, really nice." By that time, another girl came by and he says, "Well, that's my sister." And I said, "Well, that's really nice that your sister, your family's here." And he says, "Everybody here is my family." So that really touched me. And if you all out there can make a contribution, it's really important that the more we can provide financial assistance to the trust, this is very, very important. So my family is making a contribution, and I certainly encourage all of you to make a contribution. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm John Gilby from the Toronto operation of Golder Associates. I'm the operations manager for the GTA suite of offices, and I've been around the company for almost 38 years now. When Golder started the Trust for Orphans back in the mid-2000s, I thought this is a great opportunity for us to get involved and to help the needy over there, those particularly affected by AIDS and TB. Seeing those kids and how we're improving their lives, Golder Associates are improving their lives down there, is really tremendous. There's many ways that people can contribute to the Golder Trust for Orphans. The simplest way is for you to get involved through payroll deduction. Just a small donation every pay will help us to improve the lives of the kids in Africa, and I would encourage all of you to get involved if you're not already by just giving just a small amount each pay. A little bit, every little bit helps. Thank you very much.
Another way to provide support is to organize a fundraiser or awareness-raising event in your office. Whether it's a bake sale, sporting event, raffle, cooking competition, used book sale, or other creative and fun idea, every effort helps to raise awareness about the Trust and collect much-needed donations that help our kids. To encourage our employees to get involved in our cause at the local level, the Trust for Orphans relies on the support of our Trust Champions. This passionate group of people from around the Golder world volunteer their time to organize awareness and fundraising events in their offices. They are an important part of our team, and we welcome new members to this group at any time. Together we are making a difference and are helping give children in Africa a brighter future. Please join us and show your support for the Golder Trust for Orphans.